How's it going, everybody? It is I, Visual. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and welcome back to another Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle versus Chris over here in the RU tier. So a little bit of backstory of this team. I made it when Mega Sceptile dropped down to RU, but then it got banned. But now Mega Sceptile's back in the RU tier. It got resuspect tested. It was an RUBL, and now they realized that Mega Sceptile is not bannable. And a lot of people say it's not that great, but I think it's great. I don't think it's bannable, but I think it's great. And I use Modest Mega Sceptile as well, because I like it as a nice hard hitter, and then switch out accordingly. So, yeah, I don't know if I ever showed you guys this team I built. It's based around Drapion trapping, Bronzong, and other things for Sceptile to destroy. And I also built it when Mega Slowbro was in the tier as well. So that's why I think I ran enough speed to outspeed it with a Scavalier and Mega Hornet, because that was like my way of dealing with Mega Slowbro. Even though I do have a Mega Sceptile as well, to just Blue Storm it. But, yeah, maybe some more Pokemon will be resuspect tested in the RU tier, maybe Mega Slowbro. So we'll see. But, yeah, I think Melodic, the Speed EVs are for Machamp, something like that, when I built it as well. And then Lightning Rod, Alolan Marowak, because that was my Mega Sceptile switching just like Florges, and also Alolan Marowak can switch into Electric types. I forgot what Electric type I wanted to switch in on, though. I think Hello Marowak dropped down pretty recently too, like when I built this team. So yeah, with that being said, these battles are pretty recent. When Mega Sceptile dropped down, I was like, okay, we need to use this team, because I don't think I ever really showed it. So yeah, we lead off with Banded Drapion, really good for trapping. Yeah, so he leads off with Pangoro and just goes for a bulk up, and he has leftovers as well, so that was interesting. But I know I don't want to stay in, because I don't want to catch a superpower since he's +1 attack, and on top of that I can't knock him out. So yeah, I just go into Florges, as he does actually go for a knockoff instead of going for superpower. So I guess he expected me to switch out maybe into Marowak, I don't know. Even though Marowak wouldn't be a switching. He does fortunately not have Gunk Shot. He has Bullet Punch and does get a crit, which does a lot of damage, but that's fine. Florges lives it because we are max defense. Don't really see max defense Florges too much, but I like max defense Florges. It lived hits. And we knock out the Pangoro 4 times weak to Fairy. In comes Savali Water, hits me up with a nice Surf. Don't really Savali too much in RU, but hey, Savali Water is pretty cool because it allows me to bring in Sceptile. And Sceptile struggles with Bronzong and a lot of other Pokemon in the tier, like Registeel. You could run Focus Blast. I personally like Hidden Power Fire since you don't miss. Focus Blast, I miss always, all the time, so I'd rather just run Hidden Power Fire and not miss. And also, Focus Blast doesn't do super effective damage to Bronzong, which Hidden Power Fire does. And on top of that, I could just go into Drapion and trap it, so I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. Unless they predict me to do that and they switch out. But he didn't. He just went for the Gyro Ball, so that's awesome. I can go for the Pursuit. He tried to switch out right there, but nope. Nab that Bronzong, and now your switching to Mega Sceptile are gone. Since when you get rid of them, I mean, there's nothing much you can do. So, obviously. He goes into Nidoqueen. I can't knock out Nidoqueen with a Pursuit. I'm locked into that, so I'm gonna obviously switch out into Melodic, as Melodic can take anything unless it's a Thunderbolt or Thunder Nidoqueen. Life Orb, Sheer Force does a lot of damage, so that could hurt. But luckily he is, I guess not. He just got his rocks up and switches out Savali Water, which actually has Thunderbolt. So yeah, Savali does have good coverage, but it's not Stab. So I was really concerned why he's going into Savali and hitting me up with Thunderbolts when he has a Rose Raid. I was like, why don't you just go into Rose Raid? Maybe he was scared of not Hidden Power. Maybe he was scared of Ice Beam. Maybe he was scared of getting frozen, I don't know. But he's just spamming Thunderbolt. I'm like, you know I have a Mega Sceptile, and do you know what Mega Sceptile's ability is? I'm just going to go into it and hope that he doesn't hit me up with an Ice Beam randomly, because he could do that. I feel like he was trying to bait me, but he doesn't go for the Ice Beam. And yeah, he raises my special attack, the ability Lightning Rod. Raise your special attack when hit with an electric type move. So now we have a modest +1 special attack in Mega Sceptile. He better hope he has a Choice Scarf Rose Raid and hope that I'm stupid enough to stay in, but he is not Choice Scarf, and +1 Dragon Pulse is going to one-shot Rose Raid. I did not expect Rose Raid to get one-shotted too. Rose Raid has really good special defense. But hey, that's the power of modest +1 special attack, Mega Sceptile. So in comes Mega Bayonet. I was like, man, this thing probably gets one-shotted as well from a Dragon Pulse. But I mean, it doesn't matter because he has Destiny Bond, so he is going to take me down with him. But unfortunately, he He lives on 1 HP, but honestly it doesn't really matter because Mega Sceptile is naturally faster. And the way Destiny Bond works is it stays for the next turn as long as you don't, go first. Pretty much if your Pokemon didn't move, it's still up the next turn. So if Mega Bayonet was faster, it would go away, and then I would be able to knock him out, but Mega Sceptile is faster. So, yeah. Last Mon is Nidoqueen. We just go into the Drapion. I have Aqua Tail for Rhyperior in the tier, and it's 4 times weak to Aqua Tail, so yeah. It doesn't knock out Nidoqueen though, since Nidoqueen is just naturally bulky, but that's fine because we put it in range for Scavalier. Now I could have missed Aqua Tail, but I was pretty confident I could have won Melodic or something like that. Even though, I mean, it would have been cool to see him come back and win the out of the game. Like, I always like to see if my opponent can come back and give him a chance to come back, because it could be a cool thing to see. Like, maybe he does have Thunder or Thunderbolt and he could blow back my Melodic and like critical hits my Scavalier, or have Flamethrower or Fire Blast and then destroy my team with Earth Power and Sludge Wave. Who knows? Because Nidoqueen does have that coverage. But alas, Mega Sceptile destroyed it as I trapped his Bronzong. And yeah, I mean, he should have probably not sacked Roserade. I guess he thought that it would have lived Mega Sceptile, which I thought as well, but hey, I stayed in. So yeah, I was really surprised Mega Bayonet to live that. Dragon Pulse and Roserade didn't though. So next up we got is versus Richeroni. Looking at his team, we got Sticky Web, so that sucks. But we do have a Defogger, which is Florges. So we are going to try and defog. He does have a scary, like, roster of Pokemon. Salazzle, Kingdra, very, very terrifying. Kingdra could be Critdra with Focus Energy. And, yeah, that's just terrifying with Sticky Webs. And then Salazzle Nasty Plot is very terrifying as well. It can Nasty Plot up. I'm very prone to getting swept by Nasty Plot, because I always like to I like to build, like, bulky teams sometimes. And then sometimes those teams just get blown back by Nasty Plotters or Swords Dancers with Stick Webs. So, I mean, that's just natural. And yeah, he probably has Defog, Mana Buzz, Stealth Rock, Registeel, and then a Mega Bayonet. So, we got another Mega Bayonet over here. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm thinking I just want to lead off a little Marowak, because a little Marowak does have the ability Lightning Rod. I can be immune to Galvantule's electric type attacks. And I resist Hidden Power Ice, which usually Galvantula like to run, or Giga Drain, or Bug Buzz. So yeah, I pretty much resist everything Galvantula can go for unless they have Toxic. So he does just get up his webs as I Fire Punch him. I don't have Flare Blitz since I like to keep my Hello Marowak's HP, and this is not really a offensive Hello Marowak, this is a bulky one. It has a lot of special defense investments, and it's careful nature, I think. Something like that. And yeah, it's just bulky all around with leftovers. So in comes Mana Buzz as I do knock it off, and I go into Florges as he taunts me, so no defog happening today. In comes the Registeel, as I do predict Registeel to want to come out. Obviously he doesn't want to take a Moonblast to the face, because that would just be weird and choky. So yeah, I predicted him to go into Registeel as I brought in a little Marowak again. He does hit me up with a Toxic, which sucks, but it's not the end of the world because I can Wisp him and put that Registeel on a very, very, very slow timer, although he does have leftovers, so it negates it. But if I can knock off its leftovers, that would be great, unless he goes into Mana Buzz, predicting that, but he does not. He is going to try and get the rocks up, which he does. And, I mean, I can just defog those away. Oh yeah, also, a little Marowak is my Stealth Rock around the team as well, but I'm not getting them up because I do plan on defogging, because I do not want the Sticky Webs and the Stealth Rocks up. And I just need to defog on, like, Registeel or whatever, really, so... Over here, I switch out into Florges, just going to try and get that defog off as he does go into the Galvantula. Now, Galvantula, every time I defog, could just get the Sticky Webs back up. So, it's probably my best idea just to attack it. But, at the same time, I do want to get rid of rocks, because he can't get up rocks as well with Sticky Webs with Galvantula. So, that's why I defog. And awesome that he switched into Salazzle, probably predicted me to Moonblast right there, thinking that I just want to attack and knock out Galvantula. So that's really great, but at the same time, very scary, because Salazzle could Nasty Plot up and destroy me. But I guess maybe he was scared of, like, Psychic or something, because Florges could have Psychic, even though it's pretty rare. So he just Sludge Bombs, just trying to, you know, do damage to Florges or knock it out. But Melodic takes it, and Melodic does get poisoned, which kind of sucks, but I do have Refresh on Melodic. If at the end of the day, I could just refresh it and restore its status. And also it does raise my defense with Marvel Scale. So in came the Pebbles Mana Buzz, as I do get a nice burn on it, nice Scald burn. I'll take that, and that allows me to bring in Mega Sceptile, but He goes for the taunt, which doesn't really matter. He probably expected me to go for recover, or maybe a refresh right there, or maybe go in Florges. Either way, Mega Sceptile, I just want to go for the hidden power fire because I do expect Registeel to want to come out. But he actually just stayed in, so I was like, crap, I should have just attacked him with Dragon Pulse. And on top of that, he roosts. And yeah, he is a bulky Manabuzz, so Manabuzz is naturally able to take on modest Mega Sceptile. So yeah, another Pokemon that kind of just checks Mega Sceptile unless it's like status or toxic. But at least his foul plays are not doing anything. And also on top of that, he could have Brave Bird, which wouldn't do too much as well because he is burnt. But still, Manabuzz does like to run Brave Bird because of Virizion, so you got to be careful of that. So don't bring a Mega Sceptile on Manabuzz. I was just trying to break through it because I just wanted to show off Mega Sceptile. I was like, alright, let's try and break through a little bit. Let's see if Mega Sceptile can do it. But nope, his Manabuzz is EV trained and, you know, probably max HP with a little bit of Spit F, EVs, and maybe even max Spit F, I don't know. Manabuzz could be max defense or max special defense in the tier, really, and maybe even mix of both. So I'm like, alright, we gotta do this the long and hard way, which is Florges going in, and then weakening Registeel because he is burnt and we knocked off his leftovers. So we can try and bait that in, coming in and just whittling it down more and more to the point where Florges has no switch-ins, pretty much, and Salazzle's gone too, hopefully. So I do predict him to want to go in Registeel again, which he does. I go into a Alolan Marowak, and it is time to get Stealth Rocks up because we need to chip away his Manabuzz and his Salazzle because those guys do not appreciate rocks. And at the same time, Galvantula does go down to rocks, so if he does want to get rid of those rocks, he has to defog them with the Manabuzz. And I'm going to try and stop him from ever getting the chance to want to defog. So we're going to switch out over here into Scavalier because Scavalier, if he does want to go to Manabuzz, Megahorn will bop it because we are choice banded as Scavalier. He does decide to get the Stealth Rocks up though, so that's really, really good because I guess that entails that he doesn't want to defog, maybe. So he does stay in, as I do go for the Megahorn. I do not want to go for Drill Run because that allows Manabuzz to defog, and also just, you know, I don't really care because Megahorn 2-shots Registeel either way. So yeah, I guess he goes hard into Manabuzz hoping that I'd miss. I don't know why. Maybe he thought he'd live. But this is Banded Megahorn, and you are going to get one-shotted. There is no way you're living that. So, awesome. He got rid of his Defogger. Manabuzz is gone. The one thing, well, one of the other things that was stopping my Mega Sceptile from destroying. So in comes Salazzle. I don't have a good switch into this, so yeah, time to stack a Alolan Marowak. Since looking at his team, Alolan Marowak didn't do too much anymore. We got the rocks up. It's good to go. We burned the Registeel and got rid of its leftovers, so nice. That's why I kind of like a support Alolan Marowak and can catch people off guard for sure. Other than the standard offensive Alolan Marowak that likes to have no switch-ins. But this one can at least like knock off some things, maybe get some rocks up or wisp something. I usually would switch in on Alolan Marowak. So, in comes Drapion as he destroys my Alolan Marowak with that Fire EMZ and Sludge Bomb. And yeah, Drapion, I just to go for the pursuit just an off chance he doesn't want to switch out. I could have easily one-shotted him with, I think, Aqua Tail. Or knockoff, maybe. But he does stay in and 2-shot me with the Flamethrower, which is fine. I mean, whatever. I didn't really need Drapion too much. I just needed to put this in range for Mega Sceptile, because Mega Sceptile naturally outspeeds Salazzle. And we can knock him out with the Dragon Pulse, which was the plan all along. I want to try and utilize Mega Sceptile and let it shine. And this team does it pretty well, I think. So then comes Mega Bayonet. Now, Mega Bayonet, you saw it live that +1 special attack before, but maybe it can't live a Leaf Storm. So I'm going to go for the Leaf Storm and hope that maybe I can knock it out. Now, Mega Bayonet does like to run Gunk Shot. Shadow Claw can knock me out from the range I'm at. And unfortunately, I missed the Leaf Storm. So, goodbye, Mega Sceptile. Maybe you could have knocked out Mega Bayonet with a Leaf Storm, but not today. So, in comes a Scavalier. Now, Mega Bayonet can't knock me out, but he does have the move Will-O-Wisp, which burns me, but I don't really care because we are banded, and a Scavalier has insanely high attacks. So as you can see, we could still probably one-shot or two-shot everything on his team. So I lock myself into knockoff as he does sack the Galvantula. Galvantula is just a sack at this point since he can't get rid of the rocks, and yeah, I mean, it's a pretty nice sack right there. He did a good play. Keeping the Mega Bayonets for later could potentially let him win. So in comes Kingdra. I'm like, alright, this is really bad because Kingdra could be like Z-move. No, he's not Z-move. Salazzle Z-move. This could be like substitute, I don't know. And he could take the knockoff. So I go to Florges, has Florges max defense. He gets that focus energy. He is ready to critical at everything. And on top of that, he has that super effective flash cannon. But Florges, being bulky as it is, with its natural special defensive bulk, is able to take the critical at flash cannon and defeat the Kingdra. That was Life Orb too. So good job, Florges. Man, round of applause. Florges, just a tank. I love Florges. So, in comes Bayonet. Bayonet is able to knock me out, obviously, because I'm slower, and yeah, he just, you know, has high attack, and I'm low HP. So we bring in Melodic, as Melodic should be able to win out the game, hopefully, because I think I can live anything, because I have that Marble Scale, and we are status, so there's no way in, maybe a critical hit, Shadow Claw, like, there's just no way, unless he had Taunt, and he taunted me right there, and maybe he could have won, and then Shadow Claw created me. But he goes for Destiny Bond, so that's awesome. He probably was hoping that I'd attack him right there, but I don't. And on top of that, since Melodic should be slower than, should be slower than the Mega Bayonets, I can go for the Scald and knock him out. Even if he did get the Destiny Bond and we both went down, I think a Scavalier should win out the game, since Drill Run destroys any kind of form of weakened Registeel, unless I miss. And I should live Seismic Toss as well after Rocks. So yeah. I guess he doesn't even try to knock me out. He just goes for the Destiny Bond, just gonna accept fate and maybe take down another Pokemon, which he does. And down goes Melodic. And that was a very close game as well. So GG to Richeroni right there. Very, very nice. So last game we got is versus Yuuki. And looking at Yuuki's team, they got a Florges too. Dang it, man. That's another Pokemon that Mega Sceptile does not appreciate at all. So we gotta try and like get rid of Florges, something like that. He does have Mega Ampharos most likely. Medicham, probably Life Orb Scarf is sets I've ran before too as well. But Life Orb does claim lives, so I gotta be careful of that. Rotom-Mow is not really big of a threat at all. Oh yeah, that's the Pokemon, I remember. The Lil Marowak was the Pokemon that I wanted to just utterly wall the crap out of Rotom-Mow. Because, I don't know why, I just wanted to wall the crap out of it. Because we can take the Leaf Storm, so we can take the Volt Switches, since we're immune to it, and Wolves does nothing. So really, all he can really do is, like, Toxic me, if he has that. So, awesome. And Zygarde is a massive threat in RU tier, that's why people like to run Tangela. But Melodic should be able to take it on, as long as he doesn't get a Brox, which, looking at his team, he has no Rocker. So, awesome. Melodic should be able to take it on. And he doesn't have any T-Spike or Spike, so as long as he doesn't crit me, I should be good to go. Unless he clicks Outrage, but then I can switch into Florges and just Moonblast or something like that, or sack Melodic then Moonblast, if he doesn't get confused and he's able to switch out. And then Houndoom is also a scary Pokemon, which could be Nasty Plot, but at the same time, as long as it's not Flame Charge and he doesn't somehow Nasty Plot up against me, I should be good. And plus Melodic can probably take a hit, and Florges probably takes hits, and can probably blow him back. And also at the same time, Drapion Speed Ties, I do believe, if he's running max speed. So, and Drapion can Aqua Tail it or Poison Jab it. So we lead off with Lil Marowak as he leads off with the Rotom-Mow. Awesome lead for me because, like I said, Rotom-Mow can't do anything. And I guess he didn't realize that. Maybe he was hoping that I wouldn't lead off with a Lil Marowak, but I do. So we get those rocks up first turn of the game. We go into Drapion because I was expecting a Dark Pulse, and two, I didn't really see the much use for Drapion this game, so I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, it does switching on, I guess not really switching on Florges because Moonblast, but I mean, it can do a lot of damage to Florges with Poison Jab. But luckily, he went into the Zygarde and he went for a Toxic with the Houndoom. I guess expecting me to go into Melodic or the Florges with the Toxic play with Houndoom, but yeah. In came Zygarde, usually banded. Usually, I think just Jolly. They don't run Adamant, but even if he is Adamant, hopefully Melodic can take it, and we do. We were running a lot of defense in Melodic, so we do take the 1,000 arrows. In comes Guden, as I just go for Recover, because I do want to stay as healthy as possible. Now, you could just stay in with the Zygarde and just keep clicking 1,000 arrows, which, I mean, to fair play, he could try and critical hit me. But at the same time, Recover and Leftovers are gaining as much HP, and even more than what his damage outputs is doing. So, at the end of the day, I would just get to max HP and then Scald him, like by maybe 2 or 3 turns. So we bring in Drapion as he does throw off a Wish. Now I just click Poison Jab again because he doesn't have a switch into Poison Jab. No Steel type, Poison Jab. So awesome. Even you saw Zygarde, it took a lot of damage from that Poison Jab, and plus on top of that, we have a chance to poison. So he probably expected me to want to click, like, I don't know, Knockoff right there, so that's why he brought in Rotom-Mow, but nope, we clicked Poison Jab. And plus his Rotom-Mow wasn't doing anything either way. Like, I have a little Marowak, I have to literally always switch in on it. The best thing he can do is, like, Leaf Storm or Grass EMD crit me, and it would do nothing. So, yeah. Unless he had, like, some hidden tech. I think, doesn't Rotom learn Foul Play or something? So, yeah, he brought in the Mega Ampharos on my Drapion, which is interesting. I guess he was hoping that he would one-shot me, maybe. But he does not. Dragon Pulse does not. He could have probably one-shotted me with Thunderbolt, those, which was scary, but hey, we take those. He could have went a Zygarde, but as you saw, Melodic could easily switch it in, unless he was hoping for a crit. So in comes Medicham. He is a Light 4. We go into the Alolan Marowak, another Pokemon that can probably be utterly walled by Alolan Marowak, but he does have Zen Headbutt. And that is a 2-shot, but we got the Will-O-Wisp, and we are going to burn him in half his attack. So, fortunate for me, the Medicham has been neutralized, but he still has that Florges, and Florges could have Field Bell, so we got to be careful of that. So I just go for a knockoff over here because we can get rid of Medicham's Life Orb, which is awesome, and we can get rid of Pokemon's other item if he switches in which in comes Florges, and we get rid of its leftovers, so awesome. And we recover HP as well as a little Marowak to help it sustain some health and longevity in the game. We get to bring in a Scavalier. Florges barely ever runs anything to hit a Scavalier, unless we run into the one Hidden Power Fire one in the game. So yeah, we just go for Mega Horn because Banded Mega Horn has no switch-ins at all. You think you resist Bug? That's funny. Florges is going to get 2-shotted by Mega Horn. But he does go for the Wish and Protect, so he is going to try and get some max HP. But I do want to go for another Mega Horn because I want him to be inclined to stay in and go for Protect again. Because Florges, being low as it is, can't switch in on Mega Sceptile. And he won't have a switch into Mega Sceptile if he doesn't keep Florges healthy. So I can see that, and he does want to stay in and go for Protect. Luckily not clicking Moonblast as I'm able to bring in Drapion. And Drapion has no switch-ins with Poison Jab. And he sacks the Florges. So that is awesome. Now Mega Sceptile has no switch-ins, and we can bring that boy in. Or girl. I don't know what Mega Sceptile's gender is. I didn't pay attention. But either way, Zygarde comes in, and we can sack Drapion because I don't need it anymore. And yeah, now you can bring in Mega Sceptile and click Dragon Pulse. And Florges is gone, like I said, so no switching. It's a female. Hey, there we go. So nice. She can come in and get a knockout. Now, it could be Scarf Zygarde. No way, it's not. I mean, no way it is. Because 1,000 Arrows just does too much damage to Melodic. Because Zygarde without Bandit, it's kind of weak. Only 100 base attack stat. In this day and age in Pokemon, that's not going to be breaking through a lot of Pokemon. So Zygarde does have at least that, you know, I guess advantage with 1,000 Arrows hitting everything in the god dang game. Not being immune to falling types. So in comes Houndoom. It is Scarfed, and he does hit me up with a Hidden Power Ice, which is pretty cool. I didn't really expect that too much. I thought you would just go for a Fire Blast, but hey, that makes sense since there is Noivern in the tier, and I mean it kind of rounds out its coverage with Dark Pulse and Fire Blast or Flamethrower. So that allows me to bring in a Scavalier, be resistant to the Hidden Power Ice, and just Iron Hit him, knock out the Houndoom. And last Pokemon is the Medicham, which he did heal Bell with that Florges if you were paying attention. I didn't say it though, but he did. And he's able to one-shot me with a high jump kick. Medicham's pure power. Amazing. With high jump kick. But Florges, as you saw, it lit Flash Cane, a critical hit from Kingdra. And if that says anything, it could take a Zen Headbutt from Medicham. But it does get 2-shotted from it, so that's scary. But I think if I Protect, I could probably take it. I don't know. With leftovers recovery. But luckily he does not flinch me. That would have been a nice comeback if he did, because he would have flinched down my Florges with the Zen Headbutt. Probably one-shot Melodic with high jump kick. Melodic's bulky too, so he'd probably have to flinch that as well with Zen Headbutt and then high jump kick. And then I think a little Marowak was my last Pokemon, and he can easily one-shot that from the range I was at. So, hey, that would have been a nice comeback, gotta say. But unfortunately, that was not the case, and he didn't get the flinch. So that is going to be the games for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Mega Sceptile is in the tier. Hopefully some more resuspect testing going on in RU soon. Because I do like to resuspect test Pokemon to see how well they do in the tier. Especially with the Pokemon dropping and, you know, leaving the tier all the time. We got Slowbro and Diancie rising up. And, yeah, I mean, Doublade, Gligar rising up like back in a little few months back from RU to UU. So that's going to be it. If you do want to Wi-Fi battle me, my Discord is in the description down below. You can battle me, you can message me, and you can battle other people there as well and talk about Pokemon there as well. So that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace, peace.